What's going on, you guys? Marvin Francois here, and today we are going to be talking about net 30s versus personal guarantee and the pros and cons of both as it relates to getting you business credit funding. But before we do that, you already know the drill. Take a second, take a minute, take an hour out of your day right here, right now to slap that like button and show this video some love. It really does help a lot with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing the video out there so that more and more people can see it. But y'all already know. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So most of us, if not all of us, already know about the world of personal credit as it relates to getting things like houses and cars. But in my last YouTube video, I took time to introduce you guys to the world of business credit that you can use as leverage towards getting cash flowing assets. Now, in that same YouTube video, I talk about two of the main ways that you can go about getting yourself business credit, being net 30s and or personal guarantee. And ever since then, I've received several DMs and several messages and several comments asking me to go more in depth about the differences between the two. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the pros and cons of net 30 and personal guarantee so that you, yes, you can figure out which one is better for you as it relates to you getting that business credit bag. Now, let's start off with net 30s, which are a more specific name for what they're actually called, which are vendor accounts. Now, vendor accounts are credit accounts that you can open with different vendors such as Grainger, Uline, Quill, and so much more to help you establish business credit for your business. Now, if your business has little to no credit history at all, the traditional way of going about establishing business credit is through vendor accounts such as net 30s, net 60s, and net 90s so that your business can get what's called a Paydex score and that you can take this Paydex score and use it to go get your business funding. So now for those of you that don't know, a Paydex score is basically your business credit score, which is issued to your business by a business credit bureau that's called Dun & Bradstreet. So the same way you have a personal credit score, and that personal credit score is used by banks and lenders to determine your credit worthiness for things like cars and houses and even getting an apartment, right? And getting a job. Your business credit score helps those same banks and lenders to determine how credit worthy your business is to receive funding. So now let's talk about some of the pros and cons of net 30 accounts or vendor accounts, whichever one you prefer to call them. So a pro of going about the net 30 vendor account route is that it is the easiest way to start establishing business credit history for your business today. Remember, this method is totally separate from your personal credit report. So even if you got a 500, a 400, a 300 credit score, none of that is contingent on you getting business credit when you go about the net 30 vendor account route. So that's one pro. But now when we take a look at the cons, another con of vendor accounts is that if you decide to go this route, you can only build business credit history for your business one LLC at a time. So let me explain. Let's say I start an LLC, right? Let's say I start Walla Walla LLC and I decide I want to go the vendor account route and I buy a bunch of vendor accounts to start building business credit history for Walla Walla LLC. After a year of me building business credit history this way for Walla Walla LLC, I decide I want to start another LLC to get funding through that LLC as well. However, if I want to stay with the vendor account route, I can't take the business credit history that I built with Walla Walla and bring it over to Shakalaka. Even if I wanted to use the same exact vendor accounts that I use for Walla Walla for Shakalaka, I still would have to start all over from scratch to build business credit history up for that LLC before I'm able to get it business funding. So it's a constantly repeating cycle where you're starting from scratch as you continue to create more LLCs that you may possibly be looking to get funding for down the line. Another con, and this is the biggest con that for me shatters the whole net 30 route of going about getting business funding, is that even if you decide you want to use vendor accounts to avoid getting your personal credit checked for business funding, most banks are still going to want to check your personal credit report even if you already have an established business credit history for your LLC. You have to think about it from a logical standpoint, right? So to give you an example, let's say you have a business and I have a business and we're both looking to get $50,000 in business credit, right? Paydex score is on a scale from 0 to 100, and a good Paydex score is usually a score of anything from 80 and up. To get that score of 80 and up, all you have to do is establish different credit accounts with these different vendors, purchase things from them, pay it back, and over time, eventually you will get that 80 score. So let's say you have a business, I have a business. You're looking to get $50,000 in business credit. I'm looking to get $50,000 in business credit. You come to a bank with nothing but your 80 Paydex score, right? Looking to go about the vendor account route. And I come to the bank looking to do the personal guarantee route. And I have a personal credit report of a 750 credit score, over 4 years of credit history. I have an auto loan reporting, a real estate loan reporting, 4 to 5 revolving lines of credit with at least a 2,500 and up limit. Between my personal credit report and your Paydex score, who do you think the bank is going to feel more comfortable lending money to? That's why for me, I personally believe that the Net 30 vendor account route is an antiquated way of going about getting yourself business funding, and the more efficient way of going about doing so is the personal guarantee method.
I talk better than you. I hustle better. I can get $1 quicker than you. I talk better. I walk better. My shoes fit me better. I get paid more than you.
So let's talk about the pros of the personal guarantee method. And one of the first ones being that with the personal guarantee method, you can use this method to get business funding for as many LLCs as you want. So remember when I was talking about the vendor account route, I was talking about how if you want to use this method to get business funding, you would essentially have to keep starting over with each new LLC that you create. However, with the personal guarantee method, that's not the case. So let's say you have Yabba Dabba LLC and you're looking to get funding for Yabba Dabba, right? Using the personal guarantee method. You can take Yabba Dabba LLC and go to 3 to 4 to 5 different banks that you're looking to get funding from. Let them do the personal guarantee method. Do a hard pull on your credit report to see what kind of funding they can get for your business. After you get all the funding that you can for Yabba Dabba LLC from those banks, you can then go back to your personal credit report, wipe all those inquiries off of your credit report, then take that same LLC and go shop it to other banks to get you even more funding. Or if you want to stick with those same 3 to 4 to 5 different banks, just create another LLC, then go back to those same banks using your personal credit report that you used for Yabba Dabba. Let's say you create another one. Let's say you create a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo LLC. You can go back to those same banks with that brand new LLC, your credit report that doesn't have the inquiries over on it, wash, rinse, repeat the process and do it all over again for that LLC. And then another LLC, and then another, and then another, and then another. Now, I know what some of y'all are watching and thinking, Marv, I would love to do the personal guarantee method, but my credit is bad right now. My credit is shot. Or Marv, I would love to do it, but I just don't have enough credit history. I just started building my credit this morning. Marv, what can I do? Can I still do the personal guarantee method? Well, yes, you can, because there's a way around it. This is another pro of the personal guarantee method, and this is a way that you can wiggle around it if you have bad credit or you have short credit history right now. One thing that you could do is you can find somebody that you trust, right? Whether it be a close friend, a family member, whoever, that has great credit. Take this person, form a partnership with them, and create an LLC under your name and their name. You can then take that person's good personal credit and use it to get your business credit funding, and then create an agreement with them on the side, basically agreeing that, you know, based off how much business credit that you get, you guys will create an agreement that it'll only be for your use, and in exchange, you'll pay them a nice little commission fee of however much funding you're able to get from that LLC. So now you are still able to use PG. Nothing happened to their personal credit because all it is just some inquiries that you could wipe off. You pay them a nice little 3%, 5%, whatever it is that you get. Congratulations. You know how have business credit. You didn't even have to use your personal credit report to do it. Good morning. Now, life is definitely not all sunshine and rainbows when it comes to the personal guarantee method. Like anything else in life, there is the good, but we also have to address the bad. So I'm going to take time to break that down for you as well, so that you truly know and understand if this is the way you want to go about getting business funding for your business. The biggest con of the personal guarantee method is that in the event that your business defaults on the loan and you are unable to pay back the money that your business owed, that bank and or lender can pursue you and your assets personally to pay back that debt. This is why it's extremely important to use business credit, business funding, business lines of credit, business whatever, to make smart investments. Remember, credit is not the end all be all. Credit is just a tool, and in the wrong hands, it could be a liability, but in the right hands, it can be an asset. It's up to you to decide what it will be for your business. So please use business credit to make smart investments. I cannot stress this enough. Another con that comes with the personal guarantee method is that there are actually some business credit cards that do show on your personal credit report. This is why it's extremely important to do research on any and every bank that you're going to be looking to get business credit from do your due diligence to make sure that the bank that you're applying to does not have a business credit card that will show up on your personal credit report. If you want to find out if a bank that you're interested in getting business funding from has business credit cards that report to personal credit reports or not, it's as simple as one phone call to the credit card department. However, from my personal experience, what I've learned is that if this is an actual bank, you're better off calling directly into one of your nearby branches to get that information, because some of these people that work at the call centers don't really know for sure. One will tell you one thing, another will tell you another thing. So if that bank has a branch, call into the branch and ask them as straightforward as, hey, do your business credit cards report to personal credit reports or not? And they'll let you know. Remember, the reason why this is a con is because with these business credit cards, them not reporting to our personal credit report allows us to be able to use the entire limit. However, if they're reporting to our personal credit report, we're only going to be able to use anything below 30% because we do not want to risk running these business credit cards up and dropping our personal credit scores down. So do your due diligence and make sure that whatever banks you're interested in getting business credit from do not have business credit cards that show up on your personal credit report. But that concludes it all for this video. I'm extremely grateful and thankful for each and every single one of y'all that tuned in. If this information was valuable for you, informative for you, helpful for you in any way, shape, or form, y'all already know the drill. Take a second, take a minute, take an hour out of your day right here, right now to slap that like button and show this video some love. It really does help a lot with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing the video out there so that more and more people can see it. If you haven't already, take a second out of your day to subscribe as well and tune into any and everything credit that will be coming from this channel in the near future. And also, shameless plug, if you're watching this video right now and you have bad credit that you're looking to fix, whether it be collections, student loans, charge-offs, bankruptcies, medical bills, evictions, whatever it is that you need, tap in with me right now with my personal credit repair company. Yes, my credit repair company that I run, Francois Capital Today. We handle any and everything that relates to credit repair, and we want to put you in position to take that next step towards financial freedom. So if you're looking to get your credit repair, head over to www.francoiscapital.com so that you can get your credit repair today, the capital way. Damn, that was good. But I'm Marvin Francois. Y'all have been good. I've been great. This has been amazing. And as always, thank y'all and God bless.